Okay folks, welcome back once more. We are in the long dark, and this is where I make my normal confession that it's been a few weeks since I last played. I have to be honest, I did film a massive chunk in one go and uploaded them all. So it's been a few weeks, and I have to apologise for the week's gap that there was, because things were so busy I didn't manage to do it. However, we are here in the middle of December. It is the 16th of December, and I have just finished work. And I have got a little bit of a time before I have to make my way to my girlfriend's house. So we are going to try and catch up and do a little bit more of the long dark. So this is video, I think, 11. I've done my normal trick of forgetting to look to make sure I've got it right. But I think we're on 11. And we are heading into the night. Or are we coming out of the night? Let's have a look. We don't know because it's all question marks. But we are here in Camp Office. We're pretty much where we left off. Well, I guarantee you we will be. It's just a case of remembering where that was, because it's been a little while. So I'm going to head into the backpack and see what we're carrying and just see what I might have done at the end of last video. Do you know what? I think what I did was get ready to go out and do a little bit more hunting, didn't I? So I think that's what we're going to go out and do. We're carrying quite a bit of stuff we can use for that. Yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing. However, we've got to get through the night first. So let us drink a little bit of this. And we'll drink a little bit more, because that adds calories as well as sorts our thirst out. That's cool. And then we shall just sleep. And I'm going to sleep for... we'll try 6 hours, see how we do. I'm just going to build our... oh, that's actually not going to be too far off. That's going to build our condition back up. Oh, we woke up fully rested. Okay, so we're going to have to pass time. So if we pass time for 2 hours... and then hopefully we can sleep. I'm going to sleep for 2 hours if it'll let me. We're a bit thirsty, but we should be okay. We woke up fully rested, and we can now drink. And we'll eat those salty crackers. I should have done that the other way around, because the crackers make you thirsty, but I ran out of water anyway. Not a problem, because we've got plenty of it here, so we'll just pick up a couple of those. And I think we've got a lot of food stash, haven't we? We've got a lot of meat as well, so I'm going to take a piece of that meat, and I'm going to take some of these bars, the ones that are not in such great condition. We'll take that one, we'll take that one. We'll eat the meat, because we don't want to be carrying that around. If we carry that around outside, we attract wolves, so we don't want to do that. And we'll just drink a little bit more just to get our thirst all the way up to the top. And I think I'll just grab a bit more water. Now, I am running a bit low on water, so I think we are going to have to do a bit of a cook-off. But we've got plenty of fuel, so that's not a problem. Just make some more water. So, what we're now going to do then, I think, is head back out and do some more hunting. Now, we actually have a rifle. And we have a bow and arrow. Although I don't have any arrows, so that's not really any good. Oh, do I? No, I've got one. I've got one arrow. I've got one arrow, so that's fine. But we've got, we have bullets, so we're all good. Ah, it jammed. Do I need to, I think I might need to do a bit of maintenance, actually. It actually jammed. Okay, let's do a little bit of maintenance on this here rifle. Condition is quite low, yeah, 31%, so we need to clean it. So let's clean it. They have changed since the rifle originally came in. They have changed the dynamics of it. Originally, I think no, you repaired it with. I think you had to repair it with fir wood and steel, scrap metal. Allowed you to repair it, but you don't repair it now as such. You clean it, which is probably more realistic, because ultimately, it's not going to break after so many uses. It's just going to get dirty and need to be cleaned. So that's what we're going to do. And we might as well keep going. Do a little bit more. We'll do another one, then that'll do. That gets us up to 59%, so that's alright. We'll go with that. We just need to drop cleaning kit and then pop it back on the table out of the way. And we've got 3 rifle cleaning kits, so all is good. And we'll pick up these 2 stray cartridges and load them into the gun. There we go. So let's head outside and see what the weather's doing. Obviously our goal here is to collect all of this deer skin so that we can do our deer skin clothing, and if we get the chance to take a wolf down as well, we shall certainly do that. Now, is there anything wandering about? Well, there's 2 wolves over there, so let's not go that way. I'm not in the mood for taking down a wolf. I'm only going to do it if I happen to. We are going to have to try and take wolves down sooner or later, but right now I'm not going to try it. I'm going to go hunting for deer instead. They're a bit easier. Not looking like there's anything up here, actually. We'll pick up some sticks as we go. Yeah, so it's been a few weeks since I last played Along Dark. I've had a little bit of a read through the forum. There hasn't been an update as yet, although I believe it is coming. Oops, there's a wolf. I believe there is an update coming. I was wondering whether we can take him out, actually. So whether I can get close. There's actually 2. But I would hope the other one would run away. I might just waste a bullet. I'm too far away, realistically. We are surrounded by wolves. Yeah, so there hasn't been an update since I last played the game a few weeks ago. However, there is one coming. There's been a release in the last couple of days to the test build, which is not what we're playing. We're not playing the test build, because the test build does contain what Hinterland described as spoilers. Obviously, for people who don't want to play the test build, you won't see them just yet. So they do count them as being sort of spoilerish. So we're not playing the test build, but it has been released out there to the test build to test things out, and I believe that it's going to be coming to the actual game fairly soon. Now, it did say December, but I don't know if that refers to the update for the test build or the actual next main game update. But I believe it's going to include some changes to the clothing system. Not sure if I hit him. I think we've set them both running. Let's get after him. I did hit him. I have hit him. So let's pursue. Let's see if he bleeds out. He's gone over the hill. Follow the blood trail. Oh, don't worry. We'll sort that out in a minute. Right now, we are on the hunt. Oh, he's coming back at us. I think I missed him, but we can stay on his tail. Oops, not by doing that we can't. Oh, it's awkward. Hang on. Oh no, tell me I've lost him. Okay, he's gone this way. We are freezing, so I've just got to be careful with that hypothermia risk, but I'm determined to get this wolf if I can. Okay, we can do a little bit more sprinting now. Okay, I'm at risk of hypothermia. Oh, blimey. Is that the same wolf or is that a different wolf? No, that is the other wolf. Oh, no. Oh, I missed. Oh, scared him off though. At least we scared him off. He's now going to ignore me. I don't think that was the one that I was chasing. I think this one was the one I was chasing. Did I hit him again? I don't know. I don't think I did actually. I think I missed him. Oh no. This wolf is proving to be indestructible. Okay, I'm going to need to get back into camp office because I'm at risk of hypothermia. So that's been a bit of a disaster, quite frankly, hasn't it? That's not really gone very well. So let's get back inside camp office. Wolves are apparently quite tricky to kill in Stalker mode. So I'm pretty sure I've shot him twice now. And he still hasn't died. I'm not going to waste another bullet at him. I'm going to hope that if we just go in, warm up again and come back out, we'll find him collapsed outside somewhere. Let's get back inside. Yeah, so updates are coming to the clothing system. I don't know exactly what those updates are going to be. We're still kind of hanging fire and waiting. As we are with all of this as well. So we're kind of just hanging fire and waiting and seeing what we get with this next update. But it's going to be quite cool, I think, when it comes out. Rabbit pelt nearly done, but I'm still not keen on catching more rabbits at the moment for reasons I explained in one of the other videos. Yeah, so we're a little bit... I've just got to warm myself back up again, really. Let's light a little bit of a fire and make some water. That's probably the most sensible use of our time. While we are waiting for us to warm ourselves back up, let's get that lit. And I'm going to drink some of my tea, because I actually have tea here with me. So, oh no, I'm not, it's too hot. Let that cool down a bit. Yeah, so it's been a busy couple of weeks for us. We've had an awful lot of stuff going on. Christening to go to, middle of Shropshire. That was fun, because I was running on 0 petrol for several miles before I got to a petrol station, so that was fun. And we've had a couple of little trips away. We're going to York tomorrow, so again, we're a little break away for Christmas, and then Christmas is going to be very, very busy as we come up to Christmas period. Friends and family to go and see, so I don't think I'm going to have very much time for recording, but we'll see how we do. We'll see how we get on. Let's make some water. Let's do 2 litres. We shall see how we do, and I'm hoping I can catch the next Long Dark update as well, and try not to get too far behind. Other things I'm planning on doing, and I know I've said this before, but obviously now I've got a couple. I actually have 2 complete weeks off. Hey up, I'm getting messages. Don't worry about that. Yes, I'm actually got 2 clear weeks off now, so obviously we've got a few family things to do and a few other things to do in the middle of that, but I am actually going to try and make some time to do a little bit of recording on Kerbal Space Program and Minecraft, which is the plan. I'm still trying to work out the best way to do Minecraft. I have it on the console, on the PS4, and I kind of want to do the console version because most videos for Minecraft you see out there are the PC version. Whereas, you know, obviously... Whoa! What happened there? Oh, we just came out of the fire because it went out. Most things that you see are the PC version. Not necessarily the console version. Why are you not loading all 3 bullets? Load all 3 of them like you always used to. Thank you. Yeah, so most of them out there are the PC version, so I kind of want to do the console version just to be a bit different. The only downside, of course, is that on the PS4, if I use the PS4's own recording system, it's 15-minute recording windows and all that stuff. Whereas if I use a capture box, I can do pretty much what I want. However, that's going to cost me 100 odd quid, and I don't have 100 odd quid. So I'm a little bit limited in what I can do at the moment with that. So let's pick up that rifle cartridge that we obviously dropped when the rifle jammed. And we're just going to get a little bit of sleep just to recover our tiredness slightly. I'm just going to do 2 hours just to get our tiredness level back up, just so that we're back to slightly better rested state. There we go. We're not fully rested, but we're a little bit better than we were, and we just need to drink a bit of water. And of course I am now carrying quite a lot of water, so I need to offload some of that before I go anywhere. We'll go ahead and eat that as well. Okay, so let's just drop... I'm probably going to drop 4 litres of that water. That should do the trick. So let's drop that. Let's drop 4 litres. Oops, it's not necessarily dropped it in the right place though. Let's just pick it all up, pop it up here with the rest. Obviously we've got so much water because we found the prepper cache. Now we found the prepper cache, there were lots of bottles of water in there. Okay, so I think we're now ready to go and have another crack at it. So let's go back out and we shall see how well we do. I really do need to try and get my clothing sorted because I keep nearly freezing every time I go outside. I don't really want that to happen, so back out we go. Yeah, so we're going to be doing, I will be doing a bit of Minecraft. I'd want to do the console version. I think what I'm going to end up doing, it's -11. Wind's not great, but everything else seems alright. I actually want to go and see if I can find that wolf. I think that's just a rock, isn't it? Yes, that's just a rock. Let's come around this way, because this was the way it was last running. So let's just look over here and see if we find it collapsed on the ground anywhere. Now, wolves are not such a good source of meat, for reasons I'll explain if we actually get that far. But obviously we could do with that wolf pelt, because we can use that to make wolfskin coat, and that is the warmest coat in the game. No evidence of it. I would suggest this is one very hardy wolf. It's down over here somewhere. Ah! There he is. Okay. So maybe not as hardy as I thought then. So we have ourselves a wolf. Well, first wolf. And I am definitely going to be harvesting this fella, because it was an absolute pain to get it. Right, okay, so we're going to... Magnifying lens gives us 0. Okay, won't bother with that then. And we shall use some sticks to get this started. So let's get ourselves a fire going. Again, I've explained this before. The reason I always like a fire next to a carcass that I am harvesting is twofold, really. First, it stops you from freezing to death. It stops the carcass from freezing, which makes it easier to harvest, and it also tends to keep predators away. And we're about to prove that point by the sounds of things, because there's a wolf coming. So let's see if it actually works. Of course, if the fire doesn't light, we could end up with a wolf attached to our face. Okay, let's add these 3 bits of reclaimed wood and some of these sticks. So that's going to give us a 2-hour, 20-minute fire. I don't know where the wolf is. The wolf's behind me. And he's run away. Excellent. Perfect. So I'm now going to crouch down. If I quickly look, it feels like 8 degrees, so all is well. So we're going to go ahead and harvest the meat. And hide and the 2 guts. That's going to give us an hour and a half, and our fire is 2 hours, so we should be absolutely fine. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's why I was like a fire. It stops you from freezing, keeps the predators away, and it does make life a bit easier for harvesting as well. So we've got 42 minutes left on this fire. I know that wolf is running about. It won't come near the fire. See, we're fully warmed. We're not cold at all. I don't know which way it ran off in. Oh, it's over there. I might be able to shoot it in the face, actually. Hey! Well, there we go. That was... 2 for the price of 1 there. That was brilliant, that was. Okay, so let's get in here. I'm not inclined to take the meat, and I'll explain in a minute. I'm hoping, can I do an hour? I don't really want to light another fire. Can I do an hour? Let's hope we can. Let's hope we can without going into hypothermia. Yeah, we're okay. I'm not going to take the meat, and as we walk back, I will explain the reason why. Now, it's something that was... brought in relatively recently. One of the sort of, not the most recent update, but one of the more recent updates was intestinal parasites. Lovely topic to talk about, but it was something that was brought in one of the updates where if you eat, oops, I'm going the wrong way, if you eat predator meat, i.e. bears or wolves, there is a percentage risk that you will get intestinal parasites. And obviously if you do that, that will cause your condition to drop and make you sick, and you know it's an illness that you have to recover from. So it means you can't really eat very much predator meat, so wolf meat and bear meat. It was quite a change for a lot of people, because what you used to do, if you brought, say, a bear down and you harvested that entire bear, there'd be enough meat on that bear to keep you going for weeks in game, because it was 1,000 calories a piece and there was tons of it. So you literally could keep going for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days, even longer. But obviously now you can't do that, because if you eat too much of it all in one go, you'll get intestinal parasites. The more you eat, the more likelihood you are of getting it. You can, I believe, still eat small quantities, and you'll be okay. Obviously the risk is there, but it's very low. But the more you eat, the more likelihood it is to happen. And if that does happen, you get ill, and it reduces your condition and causes problems until you've recovered. So that's why I'm not taking the wolf meat. You still have to cook it, but the risk is still there even once you've cooked it. So that's why I'm not taking it all, because it isn't that much use to us really anymore. Not as much as it used to be anyway. However, everything else we got from the wolf certainly is. So we have 2 wolf pelts. 2 for the price of 1. I wasn't expecting to get that second one, I have to be honest. And we've got some more gut. Gut we're doing really well on. Gut is universal. It doesn't matter which animal it came from. You can use it in any crafting. Gut is gut. You can use it in you can use it in absolutely anything. So I'm just going to pop it up there. Hence my organised filing system. Let's have a quick look, see if we've got any of this is cured. 64, 64, 64, 43, and obviously they're fresh. So gut's still curing. The rabbit pelt is now cured, so that's all good. The 2 wolf pelts we've just put down, so they're going to take a while. Deer skin is 64 and 43, so that's still a little way off. I believe, if my memory serves me, it's 4 wolf pelts for the wolfskin coat, which obviously is, yes it is, and we've got 2 of them, so 2 more wolves and we can go ahead and sort out our wolfskin coat. So actually we didn't get any deer, we didn't get the deer skin that we actually went out to get, however we came back with 2 wolf pelts, so that is pretty cool. I am very, very happy with that. So you just have to excuse me for a moment because I'm getting all sorts of messages coming through, which I just have to quickly check. Okay, so I'm going to... I'm not quite sure what to do. We've only got 2 hours of daylight left. We're pretty cold, we're pretty tired, we're pretty thirsty, and we are pretty hungry. I just need to bring my stopwatch back up. Okay, now I know I'm carrying a book around. Can I actually research that book? Or is it one I've already researched? No, I've already researched it. So that's technically firewood. Let's just drop that back down again. So that one's already been researched. Don't know whether I've researched... Yeah, we've already researched that one. And we've already researched that one. So those 3 technically are now firewood because we've already researched them and we've gained the skill points from doing that. So, I don't really know what to do now. Obviously I've got some wolf meat. I am going to drop this wolf meat into a cupboard. I'm not going to cook it up right now. I don't want to light a fire right at the moment. I'm going to have that venison though. And then we shall get rid of the wolf meat. Leave it there, because it's of reasonably minimal. I believe it degrades rather quickly though, so we're probably going to have to eat it fairly soon. Feels like temperature in here is 3 degrees, we're still quite cold. I could light a fire to deal with that, but I don't think there's any point, because we're going to go to bed. I think that's probably what I'm going to do now. I don't know if there's any sort of bits of housekeeping that we need to do. We've got these couple. Let's get rid of those, because we're just carrying those around completely pointlessly. Yeah, let's get rid of these 2 can openers. We'll put them on the table because that's where the food is. I'm still carrying 1 anyway, so we can drop the 2 can openers. I think I'm also carrying a whetstone, which I don't need to be carrying. I can drop that off. I think I was sharpening the hatchet. That's probably why I've still got that. Clothing is pretty much as it is. First aid is pretty much as it is. Fire starting is pretty much as it is. I need to get some more sticks next time I head out there, I think. We can break that down into some tinder plugs. Okay, well we're looking reasonably good, I have to be honest with you. So what we're going to do, we're going to eat, sleep, eat, drink and be merry. So we'll eat first. And we'll eat a little bit more. Oh, they give you 150 now, that's good. They used to give you 100. Okay, we'll drink. Cool, and we shall go to bed. I'll try 8 hours. Let's see if it'll let me do 8. Sleep for the full 8 hours. Obviously, that's not going to take us all the way through the night, but certainly heading in the right direction. Let's see. We have 4 hours of darkness left. We're virtually fully rested, so we just need to pass time now. If we pass time for 3 hours, then I'll just have a drink. And then we'll just sleep for probably another 3, just to get us well into the morning. Okay, so let's just drink. Sorts that out. And then we shall sleep for another couple of hours just to get us through all the way, and then a little bit into the morning so it's not as cold. Okay, so things are a little bit samey at the moment, I have to be honest. Things we're doing are all pretty similar. Each day that goes past is pretty much the same, because we are trying to gather together our... I'm going to eat those pork and beans because they're in worse condition. I need to take an extra bottle of water. How much water have I actually got stashed in here? Only 1.5 litres. Okay, so we definitely do need to have a big water manufacturing process, I think. Just going to go ahead and just... might as well just go ahead and drink. Take that all the way up to the top. And we'll eat. Which will just knock my thirst down again a little bit, which is a bit annoying. I didn't think of that. And there we go. Okay, so, well, same again, really. Back out and see if we can find some more things to shoot. Just load that last bullet back in. And let us see what we can find. Obviously, we need, deer-wise, I think we actually have enough to do the boots, but obviously we're going to need some more for the trousers. Minus 34. Actually, do you know what? Let's stay inside. It's a bit cold. I don't want to freeze to death. Let's stay inside. It's a bit too cold to be travelling. Oops, doors. Let's pass time. In fact, I don't actually need to go upstairs, do I? I can just pass time, can't I? Let's pass time. We'll pass time for 4 hours. We're going to have to eat a little bit more before we carry on back out again and drink a little bit more, I think. There we go. That's past time for a little bit. I'm just going to eat that and drink that, and we'll have another go and see what it looks like outside now. See if it looks any better. So yeah, at the minute it's all pretty much the same. We are just trying to collect all of this materials to do our crafting to make our clothes. And we're actually in really good condition. Actually, we've got quite a lot of stuff already curing away quite nicely. We've got a nice little stash of tools and equipment in here. We've got a good food stash upstairs. We've got tools. We've got lots of sewing kits. We've got plenty of supplies. So we're actually in pretty good condition at the moment. We're, what, 11 days in? I think we're 11 days in. What's the weather like now? Minus 12, bit better. Okay, so let's head out. Where does it actually say where we are? We're on day 12. So we're on day 12. Okay, we've got wolves walking around over there. In theory, there shouldn't be any wolves over here because I just shot them, so... Let's make our way up this way, because we're now on the lookout for deer. I think we've done enough with wolves. I'm not going to go for wolves right now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Let's just pick up some sticks as we go. So we do need some sticks. Being short of them. I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to head down the railway line. There is a little area, a little location down at the end of this railway line. Now, I haven't actually been to this location down at the very, very end of the railway line for quite a few game playthroughs now, to be honest. I've always just ignored it because there never used to be anything there. And there still might not be, but I thought because I haven't been there for quite a long time, let's go and have a look. Just in case there's been an update that's added some stuff up there that we didn't know about. Well, 2 wolves are still there. Depending on what our conditions like, I might try and harvest some of the firewood from some of the branches that are lying around. Some of the big limbs. So we're heading down towards the train tunnel. It's been so long since I've been here, I can't even remember what this is called, this location, but I'm sure it does have a name. I think it might be called Tunnel Collapse, so that's what it is. And there may not be anything here. There may still not be anything, but it's always worth coming and having a look. You never know when things might have changed. Although I'll tell you what I will do. I'll harvest this branch on the way out. I don't know where that goes either. Is that a wolf over there? I think that is a wolf. Okay, just need to be a little bit careful then. Let's just break that down. Whoa. That got cold fast. Okay, that's actually 2 wolves. Okay, I think we need to abort that plan and head back this way. That took a bit longer than I thought. We are at risk of hypothermia, plus there's a couple of wolves wandering around down there, so... Annoyingly, I haven't seen any deer. It's quite annoying, actually. Okay, so we've aborted that little expedition. I'm trying to think of things to do just to make it a bit more interesting while we're waiting for all this stuff to cure and to go and get the other skins and pelts and things that we need. Excuse me, very tired. It's been a very, very tiring few weeks. Okay, so we're heading back. We are at risk of hypothermia. I don't know what our hypothermia risk is actually, let's have a quick look. 14%. So I'm hoping that's low enough for us to make it back without having to sprint. I might do a bit of sprinting anyway. I can't sprint. Why can't I sprint? I can't sprint. Ah, that's why I can't sprint. I'm pressing the wrong button. Haha. Okay, I think what we're going to do then, we'll call this video a quits. And we shall write up our journal. And then we'll head out again from camp office. Start the next video, go and see if we can do some more hunting. We really could do with doing some deer hunting. Okay, so we're back inside, we're warming up. Let's do our journal. So, ding. Right, so today is the 16th of December, 2016. It gives you an idea how long it's been. We have taken down 2 wolves. Excellent. Set out wolf pelts to cure. Housekeeping tasks. And what else have we done? Made more water. And that really is it. I think we're kind of at a point now where it's going to be a bit samey for a little while we kind of wait for things to cure. Then we can do some crafting. And once we've done that, we can go and do a little bit more exploring. Go into one of the other regions, probably Pleasant Valley, and see where we go from there. But for now, I am going to say, as always, thank you very much for watching. And I shall see you again very, very soon for the next video in the Long Dark Stalker series. See you again soon.